that looks like a good dog. That's a good dog. Yeah, that looks like a good dog. A very good dog.
Welcome to The Dogs Were Good Again. This week I am joined by Jess Rona.
I love
The
starting
hilarious-
a clap.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do it a lot. It's fun. You should try it.
Okay, I clap for some of the dogs that we have, but
Cute.
yeah, I'll do it for the guests now.
Okay.
Jess Rona is a hilarious and attractive dog groomer
Yeah.
and also a professional comedian. Which
would love to have it be more professional, but sure, I'll take it.
Which one of those did you start doing first?
I think I was just funny forever.
Mm-hmm.
I was always like the class clown, so I was definitely trying to be a comedian before I was a dog groomer for sure.
I was trying to be a comedian before I was a dog raider.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me more.
I would write jokes on Twitter.
Okay.
I was part of a community self-dubbed Weird Twitter,
Okay.
where we would in 140 characters at the time try to write jokes.
Yeah.
And
that's how Twitter really started.
and that's how it should have stayed.
I know. It was so fun. Like all my funny friends were just writing jokes on Twitter and they were just going
It was
viral.
so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun. You could easily take people off the platform. People would click links back in the day. Now it is a cesspool.
I don't go in there.
So yeah, just what we do is we have an Adoptable special guest. And it's been 13, this will be our 13th episode with one. So I can't wait to introduce you to Lucille.
Lucille.
Hi. Oh my, this is quite a
Our tiny
presentation.
friend. Do you want to come on this
Hi.
pillow?
Let's go right
Maybe
here.
she can go on the pillow.
That'd be great.
That's
Oh, and
so
she just
cute.
plops.
Is it cozy for you though? I'm your friend.
Hi, Lucille.
Is she
Okay.
comfortable? Let me just make her cozy. Just want to make sure you're cozy. Okay, hi.
So Lucille.
It stresses me out when dogs aren't comfortable.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
We should
Okay, tell
prioritize
me
her comfort
everything.
always. So Lucille is from Real Good Rescue here in LA. She is an 11-year-old Maltese. She weighs 9 pounds. She's our first single-digit weight of all of our
Really?
guests, for sure.
You've
Yes.
had big old dogs.
A lot of big dogs.
Oh my goodness.
What did you say she was wearing? You described it way better than I did.
Well, when I first saw her, I thought, in Positano, they're known for their limoncello. So her shirt has lemons all over it. And I just feel like she would fit in really nicely in Italy.
Okay. So on that note, she is available to out-of-country
Anybody who
adopters.
wants her.
You're responsible for picking her up, but she is available to you. She arrived at Downey Animal Shelter as a stray. They found her on a street corner. She was wearing a sweater and she had a microchip. So, it was probably intentional that they left her. She had her leash. And when they tried to contact the owners via the microchip, they ghosted them. So that's how she became in the care of Real Good Rescue. She is a little blind. Not a little.
She's
I
completely
lied.
blind.
She's pretty blind. And hard of hearing. In other words, she's very deaf and she can't hear anything.
No.
Yeah.
But she's cute and she can smell and
she's-
she can eat treats and she can be a lap dog.
So what more do you want?
I think she's perfect for someone who doesn't want to go out and, have a high energy dog. I think she'd be great as just a little companion.
I agree. Real Good says that Lucy Girl is sassy. We haven't seen that yet, Tira. But she's sassy and loves to speak her mind if she is not being adequately spoiled.
I'm the same.
Yeah.
Really. I can relate.
Grandma Lucille gets around really well on her own, but what she loves more than anything else is being held or close to her person, and would therefore do well with someone who's retired or wants a lap dog while they work from home. So you nailed
Yes.
it. You nailed it.
Me and Lucy have a lot in common. Except
You
I
also
can
have
see.
a limoncello button down.
I do.
Yeah?
I'm wearing it under this.
For the 13th episode in a row, our special guest's adoption fee is sponsored. Her adoption fee is covered by Kirsten Rogers. So let's give a round of applause to Kirsten. Thank you so much. 13 episodes in a row. Kirsten wanted to use the sponsorship to also wish her husband happy birthday from their dogs. Okay? This is a great use of the sponsorship, in my opinion. Their dogs are Lumi and Arya. I hope I did not get information as to who is who, but we're going to go with Arya and Lumi, perhaps. I'll say both just in case. They say happy birthday to Emil from Arya and Lumi because every rescue dog deserves a human like you. That is adorable.
That's really cute.
That is adorable.
So nice.
Yeah. So
So whoever gets this baby doesn't have to have any adoption fees.
One less barrier.
Wow.
Especially if you're flying from an Italian
Positano.
countryside.
It's the Italian Riviera.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been?
No, I have not. I just got back from Scotland, but I have not been to Italy.
Oh, wow.
I
It's
know.
time. There's so much you got to do.
Yeah?
Lucy's getting restless. Oh, I think it's because we're talking about where she wants to go, Positano.
Okay, the adoption is now limited to Italy. If you'd like to sponsor a future adoptable guest, you can reach out to podcast@WeRateDogs.com, send us a message, and we'll pair you with a future guest.
How much is it? Do you know?
They really vary between 150 and like 600.
Okay.
I think, depending on the rescue, depending on the needs of the dog. I assume.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I think that some rescues have a tier system, but I think it really depends on the rescue. But yeah, thank you, Kirsten. And if you're interested in Lucille, real good rescue here in LA. Spoil her, which won't take much. I think she's down for literally anything. I typically say we hope that our adoptable guest stays in the vicinity for the whole show. I don't think we're going to have a problem with that.
No, she's chilling.
I don't think we're going to have a problem with that.
I love her layers. Someone did some layers and I'm into it. Right?
Yeah. I mean,
You
I don't
see the
know.
layers?
I know very little about grooming.
Okay, well, that's what I'm for.
I know. Tell us about these layers.
They're gorgeous. They're glorious. I think they're natural. I don't know.
You're great.
Who?
You're great. Well, both of you. Sorry.
Okay.
I think it was the tone of my voice, not.
The tone of your voice
it was too-
implied it was Lucy, but I was hoping it was me.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'll be more neutral with my tone.
Please, thank you.
Jess, I'd like to start with a little bit like a rapid fire segment.
Okay.
You may know that during the pandemic, maybe 2 to 3 months in, people start to go crazy, and they started to give their dogs haircuts out of a necessity. We were in there for a long time, and thankfully, Board Panda put together really a compilation of the best quarantine cuts, and I would like to get you to rate these haircuts.
Okay, how am I rating on a scale of 1 to 10?
You don't need to use our scale because you're not rating the dog, you're rating the cuts. So I think you can go traditional 0 to 10.
Okay.
But if you want to spice it up,
more
feel free.
creative? Like instead of 0, I could be like, ay, ay, ay.
Yeah.
And the 10 can be like, ooh.
You know what? That is infinitely
I don't know what
better.
the middle would be like, ay.
Like combo?
Yeah.
You know what? I think that's way better.
Okay, let's
So you
go.
can do that. So here we go.
I'm scared.
This is from Mark. This pic my neighbor sent me. So it's not Mark's dog, but his neighbor's dog. Our first coronavirus cut. Not.
I would say,
Well, yeah, I think we're gonna have to, as we go
Here's
along.
the thing. It's shaved really short.
Yeah.
However,
That's a trend.
and the head
unfortunately.
looks real big. It looks like a different head on a different body. However, it's pretty even. And I've seen some choppy haircuts. So I'm actually kind of impressed with that. So if it would be on a number scale, I'd probably give it like a 6.5.
Okay, so maybe more inflection at the end of your noise.
Yes.
Okay, got it. This one's rough,
Ay, ay, ay.
but it's similar issue.
This is what nightmares are made of. This would wake me up in a cold sweat. And I'd have to get a sip of tea to calm my ass down because this is, I get the look they're going for. Actually, it's 2 looks. It looks like the top look is a full body mohawk. The bottom look is a lioness.
Yeah.
A lion. But yeah, no, this is horrific. I give it a good God.
You give it a good God out of 10.
I give it a good God out
That's
of 10.
fine.
Okay. Wow. This is the dog looks pissed.
Yeah, that exaggerates it a bit. I feel like we lost.
I really like this caption though, because it's true.
Yeah, no, plotting
Okay,
revenge
I
for
have
sure.
seen worse.
Yeah, well, we just saw worse.
Yeah,
I
we
think.
just saw worse. So this is, I would give this like a, I don't know. I don't want to do the sound. It's weird.
That's fine.
Like
Go back to-
yeah. I'll just do this. I'll just do numbers.
Okay.
Lucy, are you okay? I'll do like a 4 and 4.5.
All right. And 0 would be the worst.
Yeah,
10
0
would be
means
yeah.
I have to drive off a cliff. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
not
hate
bad at
it.
all.
No. Although it's not great to cut a double-coated dog, but that's just me on my soapbox preaching. I would just say, Oh, decent. What
Decent.
a pretty dog.
Right?
That
The
dog
eyes
doesn't
are
even need a
gorgeous.
haircut. That dog's
That's
pretty
all-
without the haircut.
Kind of a trend as well. Here, you'll see.
Oh, okay.
That's
Oh,
rough.
God. No. This is the pit of hell. No. This person should think about their life more.
Yeah.
This person should look in the mirror and look at their face and slap their face.
I will say, if you're only listening to this,
Oh.
we can't do it justice.
I forgot there's
No,
people
it's-
that aren't
it is-
watching.
It's okay. It's really difficult.
We should describe it. This is horrific. How's that for me describing it?
Just by the sounds alone, when I
It's a
swap
choppy, very depressed looking Maltese on a blanket on the floor saying, "Save me."
photos. Yeah.
Thinking it. You can tell. Poor thing.
Lucy's feeling great about her layers right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
God. You
I kind of love it.
It's kind of rock and roll,
I like that they left those curls at the top.
but it looks like a completely different dog.
It
But
does.
yeah, I mean, it serves its purpose. I give this a 8.
I like that the owner was confident with the "hold my beer" comment at the end of this.
Yeah, I'm not really reading any of the captions.
That's okay. That's okay. Wife told me to trim the dog. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Those are some bangs.
That's just a wig on a spaniel.
It's not, unfortunately.
No, it's not a wig.
It's not a wig.
That's real. Then I give this a 10. That's gorgeous. Are you kidding?
Yeah, this dog's name is Trevor. A spaniel with. I
That's
mean,
gorgeous.
I've seen spaniels with like hair that my girlfriend has taken to the hairdresser.
Oh,
like-
oh yeah, so
like
like
they're
for inspo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's unreal.
Yeah, their coloring is so pretty.
Yeah. But
Yeah, this is amazing. I'm into it. I actually don't hate this. It's not terrible.
It's
I
just
don't
the
love a
expression.
shaved ears. Yeah, the expression is like, how dare you? How could you? How could you do this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Gretel.
yikesy.
Yeah, Gretel.
She's sad.
Yeah.
And the other dogs have been making fun of her. Wow. Yeah, no, I give this a 4.1.
Okay. Okay.
Did they cut the dog's legs off? What the hell? It's in desperate need. Yeah, that dog looks like a chinchilla. It's interesting because I think they carved a smile into the mouth.
You don't think that's a natural smile?
No, I think that's carved out of hair. Doesn't it look carved out
thought-
of hair?
It does, but I thought the dog was like fine with the haircut also.
I think they carved out that expression.
I didn't know you could do that.
You can change the expression of a dog. It's so crazy.
Is that a request you get sometimes?
No,
or do you
people,
just mess
they're
with
not savvy enough to know you could do that, but I know, so I do it. The best kind of client is clueless, so I could do whatever I want. I would say this is a 7.4.
I was gonna say I don't mind.
It's not shaved, thank God. It's decent. Oh, this is nice. Yeah,
It's just that they left too much face fur, or no?
Yeah.
It's okay.
yeah, because that takes a lot more skill than shaving a body.
Mhm.
We have to use shears.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think part of the how appalled they are is that they didn't expect the dog to be so pink under there.
Yeah, it's shaved at skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6.2.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh God. this
That's
is
an ear that's
horrific.
taped up. We don't know what happened.
Yeah,
but it
probably
can't be good.
someone got scissor happy and just snapped it. I don't know. This is horrible. The feet. Oh no. I don't like it. I would say this is a ay. I'm back to that.
We're back to that scale.
Yeah,
This
if
one
it's a
inspired
zero,
the scale to
it's
come back.
because I think they cut the. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
I don't know. Oh, the dog was so cute. Oh no.
no.
I think it's a cute dog, so you can't really mess it up. I don't think it's that bad.
okay.
I give it a ooh.
Do you think that most of these dogs did not need the original cut?
Yes.
They could have probably coasted for a few more months.
Yes. I think the main thing people don't realize is your dogs really just need to be brushed out.
Mm,
But sometimes if the dog gets too matted, it's beyond brushable. So
Yeah.
you gotta shave it.
mm.
And then the dog will feel more
That's-
comfortable.
I feel like that's when people are appalled at how their dog comes back. But it was absolutely because they had to do that.
Yeah.
They were a little bit mad at it.
Sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes it just depends.
Mm.
But yeah, there's so many videos where it's like, this is my dog after a grooming and it's completely shaved, but like they don't say, oh, and the dog was matted to the skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. We're really contemplating life. They left all that neck hair. Why would they just leave the double chin? I give this a 4.4.
Okay. Why do you think they went to that ear so like in the way that they did?
The ear?
Yeah.
They don't know any better.
That is interesting.
They're just lonely in quarantine.
Yeah. We can't blame. Can we? Can we really? Can we blame?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think this is our last one. I think they gave up.
Yeah, they absolutely gave up. So the whole face and head is shaved.
Yeah.
And then choppily down the neck. And they just gave up after one right side swoop. And the left side, they're like, you know what? We're just going to leave the left side as is. It kind of looks cool in a weird way. It looks like the dog's wearing a jacket.
Yeah. Why do you think they started at the forehead? Why would they do that?
There's no logic. They were probably drunk, as we all were in quarantine, right?
Yeah. Needed.
Quicker. Horrible. Next. Yeah. Disgusting. Oh, God, that's so choppy. The poor baby. It's okay. But you know what? Groomers need people to do this so that they learn the value of a groomer.
That's true.
We are educated. We are sculptors of fur.
Mm-hmm.
We sculpt fur on a moving object. That's the love of
bio.
Someone's life. Yeah.
I feel like that's a new
You
bio.
don't like hilarious and attractive dog groomer? Fur sculptor.
In addition to.
I'll add it. Oh,
That's
wow.
Tough. That's tough.
We just decided to leave that. Another double chin situation, like shaved the pink skin.
I think because I'm the amateur perspective here.
Okay.
And I think I'd get scared the closer I got to their face. So I would never to be clear, I'd never do this. But I understand it a little bit. If you just have no idea what you're doing and you're like, oh, I'm not going. Especially if you see your work so far. And then,
you would not want to shave a face on this dog. It's a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you would never do it, even if you had a matted dog during quarantine?
I'm finding a way for someone who knows better to.
So you would just find a way.
Yeah, I think so.
I had some secret clients during the pandemic that like texted me, begging me, and I was like, sure.
Yeah, I would have figured that out.
Is Lucille okay?
She seems okay.
She's okay.
Would you prefer a lap?
I mean, she's okay. I just didn't know if she's like falling off the pillow. I've been touching her this whole time because I just wanted her to know we're here.
That's fine.
Because she's deaf and blind. Poor baby. And she could be yours. Free. A free dog and an expensive trip to Positano. I will join you.
Yeah, part of it is we're joining you.
Yeah.
We will be there.
Oh my God, and you've never been.
No.
It's gorgeous. You just want to go in like September, October before, like after the tourists.
Okay.
Because it's so hot and so packed and there's so many tourists. I took a cooking class there. It was so fun.
That sounds like the pinnacle of life.
Oh, it really was. I ate prosciutto and I never did. Yeah. I was like, I'm in Positano. I'm taking a cooking class. Give me the prosciutto.
Might as well.
We
can be bad.
I was naughty. I was so naughty. I ate prosciutto. Prosciutto is such a cute dog name.
I love that as a dog name.
I love
We were
food
talking
names.
about food names. Yeah. I think they're great. That and old white guy names.
Like Chris?
Like older.
Like wait, like Sandy.
Yeah.
Like Marty. Morris.
Yes.
Murray.
Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Morty.
Paul.
Right? I love I groomed a dog named Todd once. It was a Shiba Inu.
We have one of our highest rated dogs ever is a Todd.
Really?
Who got bit by a rattlesnake.
No.
And his face
I
swollen.
saw that one. And wasn't it a Shiba Inu?
I think, no, he was a golden, but he swelled to a Shiba Inu.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember seeing that one. That was your work?
Well, I wasn't
gorgeous.
The dog. Thank you, though. Yeah, the owner claimed that the snake was like coming after her, and the dog
that's
grabbed
terrifying.
it. I know.
The dog
was the hero
snake?
in this situation. That's why we were able to award them in such a way. And then they won like a national Petco award. After
the dog is so lucky, so it got bit by a rattlesnake and survived.
In the face. And he swallowed,
insane.
I'm finding him. So yeah, speaking of Todd, this is the Todd I mentioned.
I cannot believe it. This is not the one I saw. Oh,
these were the photos that I posted. And then, yeah.
Poor baby. What a lucky dog.
Right?
That's crazy. I mean, that's like, you can die from that.
Yeah, very easily. I think that, it was just off this trail. that she took a picture of.
And the rattlesnake just came after the dog. That's so scary.
Yeah, let's see. As we were walking down the hill, I literally almost stepped on a rattlesnake, but my hero puppy Todd saved me.
So scary.
He bolted by my leg, and that's when he was bit by the snake.
I was hiking in LA many, many years ago, probably 20 years ago. And the dog I was walking got bit by a rattlesnake and I had to rush it to the vet. It was fine. Everything worked out.
I'm glad.
But you got to just get that anti-rattlesnake venom shot
Immediately.
right away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Craziness.
Let's talk about
a few more
haircuts.
A few more of these pandemic
Horrible.
haircuts.
Next.
Yep.
Disgusting. Next. I hate it. The dog hates it. Everybody hates it. That's a shaved chop.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the last one. I like the way that he looks in the second photo. I think he looks fun.
Really? I completely, with my whole body, disagree.
I'm
Do you
just.
see how his ears are back?
Yeah, he's not having fun.
No. I'm sorry, everybody who did these haircuts. I think you're good people. I think you probably had good intentions, but you failed.
And on our scale, most of you were.
Ay.
Yeah, those are our quarantine cuts.
Thank you. See, starting a clap is fun.
It's a trend now. These are just some other random pieces of grooming content that I really wanted to get an expert's opinion on.
Yes.
So don't hold back here.
Okay.
But
okay,
these are ones
hold back now.
These are ones that I'm personally curious about. So this is Apollo, and now huskies in general, I feel like. Do you have strong opinions when it comes to grooming huskies?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think
I
about?
have strong opinions about everything.
Okay, good.
Much.
Good.
Oh no. I mean,
But he thinks he's disintegrating. So do you blame him?
I don't think that. I don't think he thinks he's disintegrating. I just think he really, really hates it. And these dogs are very vocal. I think it's a Malamute.
Oh, really? That's embarrassing for me.
I don't know. It could be a Husky or a Malamute mix. But like,
Oh, now it
Malamute-
could be either.
No, I just don't want to shame you on your show. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but I
it
think
might
it's
be.
really funny that you said that's embarrassing. I think that's funny. It shows your vulnerability and you become more likable. So now you're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you overall.
Yeah,
All right.
of course. Well, Lucille, she doesn't like you. No, but I think
Okay.
that those dogs are just really vocal.
Yeah.
And they just hate the blow dryer. But can I just say that doing a force dryer like that on
Mm-hmm.
a husky's coat is so much more gentle on their skin and coat than brushing and ripping out the coat.
Yeah.
Not
get most
ripping
of
out,
the-
but like, the undercoat usually just kind of falls out.
Mhm.
But when you blow it off, it's so gentle, it just flies everywhere. You know that groomers are now starting to use mosquito nets to blow dry double-coated dogs like that so that it doesn't
What?
fly all over the room.
Oh, that's.
I wish I knew that when I had my business in my garage. I had hair everywhere.
I had a German Shepherd and we'd brush him outside, and I just let the birds come and collect and make nests.
Yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah. He's all over the San Fernando Valley
Oh,
for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
So is my ex-boyfriend. Twitter
good.
2015.
That was good. It would have hit.
Would have hit.
Would have gone crazy. Would have gone crazy. Now, I'm curious. This dog's name is Buster, and I'm very curious if you have to deal with this a lot, where he just won't.
Yeah. Well, there's techniques to doing that, to getting their tongue back in their mouth.
What do you think about this lack of or this technique? Of
This
just
technique
single
is
finger.
is for a video.
Oh, yeah.
This technique is someone just being like, "Oh no, this is gonna be cute content," which it is.
Which it worked.
Yeah, it totally worked.
That worked.
You know what you do to get a dog to put their tongue back in their mouth? You blow right in their mouth, close it, and then trim, and let them have a break, and then do it again.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a good tip.
It's really annoying.
I'm sure.
Dog grooming is so hard.
Yeah, no, I believe
So
you.
hard. We should get paid so much more.
The rates are going up
Yeah,
after this appearance.
totally.
For sure. Speaking of, this was a more recent. That's why I couldn't include it in the quarantine cuts.
Just want to make sure
Just bring-
Lucille knows that we're
Yeah,
here.
we're here.
Hi,
Everything's
Lucille.
fine.
You're good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't call her over, but I think she's okay.
I think she's just posing. She's just posing. She knows she's dripped out in that limoncello.
Okay.
You're okay. All right. So this one I couldn't include. This is Louie. I couldn't include him in the quarantine cuts because this happened like literally last week. This is the dog that she dropped off. And this is the dog that she picked.
No.
Now,
No.
here's my take. Here's my uneducated take. It's his expression that makes it so much worse.
Yes.
But it's not horrible. It's the expression makes it seem like, and the drastic difference.
It's really
Contrast.
shaved. He must have been. Can I see the before picture?
Of course.
Okay, look at the legs. Well, I can't really tell, but the legs don't seem that long.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if I don't know how matted this dog was, but maybe they were just like, well, if I'm going to shave the body, I might as well shave the legs. The actual haircut is even and well done. However,
got a really round head.
Got a really round head. And also, do you notice the sides of the dog's nose?
Yes.
The mustache?
Mm-hmm.
If the groomer were to lift the longest part up a little bit, it would actually lift the expression of the dog and it would make the whole face look younger.
Oh, okay.
So it's something I teach in my online courses, but like basically you can change a dog from looking pissed off and old and sad to youthful and lifted by lifting the coat up. It's a trick. So your eye is kind of drawn down. It looks like it's frowning and pissed off.
Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
similar to when you were saying you can kind of make an expression.
Yeah, totally. But sometimes, you want an expression like this because this is pretty kind of adorable.
Yeah, this went mega viral because of mainly the contrast and the
Yeah.
expression.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
yeah,
we decided to call it a summer haircut and not a bad haircut because we didn't have your expertise at the
No,
time.
I don't think it's a bad haircut.
Yeah.
It's just the shape could have been finessed a bit.
Okay.
I just don't want to get canceled by groomers.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm sure it's probably we'll get to it. It's a sensitive
It is.
everyone cares about their dog so much.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
how an easy way to sum it up. Okay, next I'm going to show you Evie. She's a 4-year-old golden. The caption to go along with this was trimming my husband's beard and she came up behind me and I was like, oh yeah, I'll shave the dog, jokingly. And she moved her head and now she has this line in her head.
Oh no. Evie.
Yep. She looks like a money box and I can't even look at her without crying. And then
Oh, money box. Because you know what I was going to say? If you put tiny, tiny figurines inside, it could be like one of those little, I don't know, those little sculptures where there's like tiny people, like a scene.
yeah, because it makes a little ledge.
A ledge.
Yeah.
Wow. But
Yeah.
no, money box is better. Like a piggy bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a piggy bank now. This is one of my
That's sad, but really cute.
one of my favorite
That's her Halloween
mishaps.
costume.
Yeah. There you go.
It's a win.
I think this was in February.
Oh no.
How would you go about fixing this?
You would just pray.
Wait. You just wait and pray?
Yeah.
For all these cuts that are like too short or just really rough, like what is the timeline we're looking at until you have a
I would
normal
say
dog
like
again?
1 to 2 months.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's not bad. It
That's
depends
not bad
on
at
the
all.
coat. Like a Pomeranian's coat might take longer because if you go too short on a double coated dog, you can damage the coat.
Yeah.
And I've done it. It can also trigger alopecia. It could trigger other issues. So yeah, it's a thing. But with regular, long coated dogs, Malteses, Yorkies, Poodles, yeah, like a month or 2.
Okay. That's honestly not as bad as I thought.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you
I
think
thought we
6
were looking
months?
like, for some of them, I don't know. Next, we have Zeppelin, and similar, I guess we saw it a little bit in those quarantine cuts, but his groomer gave up because he had too much hair.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's just another one of those.
Yeah, stopped
video.
at the.
It's just the head shaved.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's the least important part.
We do have a follow-up. She was a new groomer. It was her first week, so she wasn't very experienced. She said he had too much hair for her to finish on time, so she just left him with only his head shaved.
No. Can you picture that groomer's day?
I know.
She ran out of time and just shaved the head. Poor thing.
Yeah.
She probably cried, wrote in her journal, talked to her therapist. Poor thing.
We did get confirmation that this was resolved the next day
Okay.
by the same groomer. So
Wow.
just an overnight atrocity.
If that groomer is out there watching this, I'll give you one of my online courses.
You can have a 10% discount to the first
No.
episode of the online course.
The first episode of the online course. Yeah. No, I feel like I could just gift it to that person. Yeah.
That's very kind of
I
you.
have online courses for new groomers that are just starting. Bye, Lucille.
Where are you headed?
She said something about going to the bar.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know.
Yeah.
She's like, I gotta hit. I don't know. She said something about brown liquor.
You keep you keep
Which
bringing
I'm
up
into. I was, please live your life, Lucille.
next. I have what I think may be the roundest dog ever.
Really?
Yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, I've seen this dog.
Have you?
This dog is pure heaven.
Mhm.
This dog is an icon, a legend,
Name is Mohu. What
course.
breed is this?
a poodle.
Really?
Yes.
And have you ever created in your work a creature so round?
In my dreams. This requires a ton of upkeep.
I'm sure.
Do you notice the like from the nose up, like or the eyes up, it's like shorter than the nose down and the chin?
Yeah.
So like that is intentional. The dog looks like it has a big double chin. Like they created that and it's so beautiful. And look how tight the feet are.
Yeah. What?
We got
He's got no
tight
paws.
feet, no
He's like on
paws.
stilts.
Looks like he's wearing pants. He looks like someone inflated him with air.
Yes.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Like this dog should
That's
be
a compliment.
floating
Mm-hmm.
from strings.
Yeah. I
Tiny ears, love that choice because the ears could be long if they wanted them long. That's a choice. This is mindfully done, by the way.
I'm really happy to hear that because
Yeah.
I was concerned this would be in some way like not good, unethical, like because I enjoy it so much. And I feel like with dog stuff, dog content, sometimes the thing that you really like, you find out later it's just not, you shouldn't be liking that.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like
Yeah, like
the whale eye. Oh,
I don't know what that is.
it's like when a dog like looks at you out of the corner and like that could be a sign of stress. Like
Oh,
when you see a lot of the
really?
white of their eye.
Oh, I didn't
I think
know
that's
that.
so cute. And we post a lot of photos of dogs like giving side eye and, you know. and
No, there was a grooming trend with that. I think it's an Eminem song, you know, where they're blow drying the dog's face.
Okay.
Do you know this trend?
I don't.
A lot of groomers were pissed off about it, but a lot of people thought it was
Oh, when he goes,
funny.
yeah.
And it's like the dog is feeling like it's being attacked.
Yeah.
It's super stressed out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sensitive. I didn't like the trend, but some people thought it was really funny. But yeah, it's just like you don't know what's like cruel and what's funny. Like sometimes you just don't know.
Yeah, I saw, and there's like, I've seen a couple videos where behaviorists or people that are, you know, just getting knowledgeable about dog behavior are like, I can't enjoy a lot of dog content anymore because
yeah.
I'm really drawn to if the dog is feeling anxious or stressed. And now, like, I feel that way now because we curate a lot of this content and it's got to go through so many filters to like be comfortable posting, to be kind of very confident that our community will receive it well and also that it's responsible to receive
Yes,
it well.
totally. You've got a lot of weight on your shoulders. Well, this is wonderful.
And
It's
that
great.
makes me so happy.
But
that
also,
Mohu,
I can't look at dogs without picking apart their haircuts or thinking like, oh, I would shorten those ears. Or, oh, that's not symmetrical. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a burden,
Yeah.
but also a blessing.
Whoa.
Whoa. Pass the joint. We are sober.
We are.
I am not, but I mean, I wasn't up. I am sober. Lucille
Currently.
currently. Yeah.
Lucille,
Is not
are
sober.
you okay? Has she been just locked eyes with this camera for a while?
I
Because
hope
that's
so.
really funny. There's so much to learn from a dog like Lucille.
I know. She just, dogs really teach you to be in the moment,
Should we get rid of a couple of our senses? Do you think that's the secret?
No. That'd be scary.
It would be.
I want to see, I want to feel. In fact, when I write my gratitude lists in the morning, sometimes I just thank God and thank the universe that I can breathe, Did I get...
That'll be the end of Jess Rona on our show.
Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. This is Rocco. I love this. This is one of my favorite videos.
Was
okay?
it the God part?
Yeah.
I just meant like the universe, not like a, religious God. I just meant like source.
I was also.
Universal intelligence.
You can stay, Jess. You can stay.
Or was it the gratitude?
Mostly the gratitude.
Okay.
I hate
Everything.
expressing gratitude. Yeah.
Okay.
Rocco
Rocco.
loves the fake haircut. Okay. He loves sitting in the barber's chair and getting a fake haircut.
Oh, what a nice friend. I love Rocco.
Right?
He probably feels so nice for Rocco when he has his little cape on. That's so nice. I bet it feels really good
It
for
has
him.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so nice. I love pity mixes like this.
You just clean up the sides.
Sure, yes, of course. Comb it out.
The little head turn.
What a nice friend. We should try this at my shop. Because the pits that come over to my shop, they just get a bath and their nails and their teeth.
Oh, yeah.
They want something fun.
Yeah, well.
Sure. This is inspiring.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Okay. I would like to get into nail clipping, which I think I think it's a tough topic because there's so much shame out there about dog nails. And if they're too long, we can post a piece of content, a dog where it's totally unrelated to the nails. Dog could be doing anything. The focal point is not the nails. And the comments will be about the dog's nails.
Yeah.
Again, they probably want the dog's best interest, but it can get a little ruthless.
Really?
So, as you know, some dogs absolutely hate having their nails clipped.
Yes.
So because of that, some people have gotten rather creative. And you may have seen some of these tactics before. And so I'd also, if you don't mind, you can choose a different scale, but just telling me what you think of these different tactics.
Okay.
These are a lot of creative attempts to get nails clipped.
Do you regret asking for my opinions?
No.
Okay.
No, not once yet.
Just checking in.
First up, we have air gel.
Oh, God. Okay.
So we've seen a lot of creative attempts to get nails clipped. And yeah, if you want to, you just tell me your thoughts on some of these. The first one is air gel. I would say this is the most common. There's tons of devices to put your dog in air gel now in order to get, this just to tee this video up a little bit, this is a little bit homemade. This is not one of those hangs on the door, very professional. This is a little bit of an amateur air gel. More like a piñata.
Oh,
get up!
My God.
Come on. Come on.
I mean, the dog seems completely fine.
The dog is so chill,
The
which is the
dog's,
only reason.
Very easygoing. Yeah, if the dog was not okay, I wouldn't be okay. But the dog seems totally fine.
He's accepted it, yes.
Once he's up.
So yeah, when it comes to air gel being the way to get your dog's nails clipped to hold them in place, your thoughts?
I think as long as the dog is okay and calm, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of groomers use that
Really?
technique. Yeah, sometimes it actually will calm a dog down or at least get them to be still for a little bit, and you could do it much faster.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. All
What
right.
do you think?
Air gel, I think it's good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's very funny when it's a bigger dog.
Yeah. I haven't seen a big dog like that. You know, pits usually tend to have shorter nails.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
What if we just stared at each other? Really?
Whoa. Okay.
All right.
All right. Cool.
I had to break it first.
I know. I couldn't. You're the guest.
Yeah.
You're the guest. Next, we have a little bit of a natural nail file technique.
Love this.
And because of this, I found out that they now make scratch pads.
Yes, they do.
For
For
dogs.
cats too. But sometimes they put something under the scratch pad and try
they
to
go
get
after it.
Very
Yep.
smart.
Very
Genius.
smart. All right. So we love the natural nail file.
As long as the dog is cozy and comfortable, we're good.
Next up, we have the most viral and perhaps the most ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay. This is the peanut butter hack.
Oh, yes. I've seen this.
This is wrapping your head in saran wrap,
Sure.
putting peanut butter on that saran wrap, and distracting your dog
Yes.
with it.
This is genius. I think that
She couldn't believe it.
I can't believe like also this person is okay trimming her dog's nails because that takes a lot of bravery.
To do it at all by yourself.
To do it at all.
I agree.
And the look on her face was amazing.
Let's see if I can get that freeze frame.
This looks like a Met Gala situation.
There we go. There's the face of victory.
Yeah. Like, whoa. Yeah, some groomers will put one of those lick mats on the side of a bathtub or something and then
Yes.
you can get the dog to do. The only problem with that is if the dog is clean, you don't want to get peanut butter all over their face when they're just groomed.
I've done the peanut butter trick for bath time in general,
Yeah.
just to make that a little bit more enticing.
With your dog or with
With my family's dog
Okay.
back home. Yeah.
cool.
They've got golden retrievers.
Okay. Cute.
I don't have a dog right now.
I know.
Yeah.
You told me.
It's tough. I feel like a fraud.
Really?
Yeah.
You're lucky she can't
I
hear.
don't know. She's in your lap. She's
I
in your lap.
know. You just have to go to Positano if you get her. Do you want a dog?
So my partner and I, we his name was Doug. He was a giant German Shepherd. He was dog reactive. Our walks were like black ops
My
missions.
goodness.
It was, but I was very thankful to have the resources to care for him. And, but I had him before I got into the relationship. So he passed at the end of 2023. So now we're like finding which dog, through fostering, which dog is like our dog.
Okay.
So we've narrowed it down to like, hopefully like a little senior gentleman. Because I also want the fostering experience to be like they're interviewing for the WeRateDogs CEO position. Because that's what Doug was. And yeah, fostering is what I've found is the best way to give back to the animal welfare community.
Yes, and
in
you
your
can kind
community.
of like do like a trial.
Absolutely. You find out a lot about yourself and the dog, which is very valuable to the rescue.
My dog is a failed foster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the golden retriever Tortilla that I mentioned, they wouldn't let me foster fail. Like you have to do 3 or 4 fosters before you can foster fail, or else everyone would foster fail because it's a bunch of golden retrievers. Yeah, it's a very effective
That's
way.
weird.
It retains the foster.
Oh, that's actually, then I guess that's smart.
That's what everyone's
'Cause I was
reaction
like, don't
was.
they want people to adopt the dogs? But no, okay.
Because they have the
So
luxury.
you actually know you can't take the dog.
Yep, they have the luxury
That's
of
torture.
tons of potential homes for Goldens because it's a Golden.
Yeah.
But that was the exact reaction that a lot of my community had. What do you mean? Oh,
Oh,
that's a good idea.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the first, my first was like, but don't
Exactly.
deny your baby.
Mhm.
But yeah, okay, I get that. Wow, that's
Mhm.
interesting. Thank God they didn't have that with me. But then no, it's true because then we stopped fostering.
Exactly. Because you're limited to dogs that would be okay with
Yes.
other dogs.
Yes. Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
that's so smart. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my dog for like 13 years now.
If you want to tell me about your dog, we can put photos of your dog up here.
Oh yes.
Yeah, tell me
of
about your
course.
dog.
Well, my dog was also found at the Downy shelter.
Okay.
Just
like
Lucille.
you. Just like you.
Yeah, we got an email blast from the Mutt Scouts, which is a rescue in LA, and they just had like a hoarder situation where there was like 120 dogs all at once in the shelter.
Oh, that's so tough.
And they had to put like 5 dogs per kennel.
Mm.
And so the Mutt Scouts pulled a bunch of dogs, and then they found my dog cowering in the back of the crate and like just really shy. And they grabbed him, fixed him, and I fostered him. And
How long?
right away.
Minutes.
No, probably within a week or two.
Okay.
We were like, well, he loves we had another dog, Choopy. Choopy we got from Puerto Rico. Actually, she's one of the Satos, the street dogs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he fell in love with Choopy and kept Mimu. We named him, well, his first name was Liberace, and then it became Mimu over a few years.
Yeah.
It's a weird transition,
Of
but
course.
he's Mimu. Anyway, so yeah, Mimu fell in love with Choopy and would follow her around, and he just could not leave her. And we were like, we can't separate them.
Mm-hmm. That's precious.
Yeah.
That's precious.
He's now my old man. He's 14 now.
Wow.
Yeah.
14.
Yeah. And Choopy's
I
13.
love seniors so much.
Yeah, I got 2 seniors.
Big fan. Big fan.
Yeah.
Speaking of seniors, adopt Lucille.
Seniors are a lot like mellower.
Yeah, I've got a small apartment. It's like what I know I can handle.
Yeah.
So that's also what happens over the course of each episode is Kimmy and I will just increasingly threaten our audience about adopting the dog. So it starts really like, yeah, adopt the dog. And it's like, you fucking.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah. So feel free.
Scary. I got scared.
You feel free to jump in on the threats.
Take her home.
We'll see how effective that is for Lucille.
Yeah.
Okay, our next nail clipping hack is doing it while they're asleep.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Sweet baby. And we're done. Oh. That was actually genius.
Right?
That was
And we're done.
genius.
Play one more time.
Because you just did the one nail.
Oh,
Genius.
oh, sweet baby.
And we're done.
Oh,
Genius. Because you know what? The dog will probably be okay with nail trimming.
Yeah,
Because they see, oh, it's just one nail. It's not that big of a deal.
Mhm.
That's genius.
I agree. Have you heard that that audio? I think it's got to be from a skit or a comedy where it's like the Midnight Barber.
I don't know.
And it's like, oh, it's so good. It's like, he's like, oh, I sneak into your house, I cut your hair. And Now I have to bring this up. Well, it is, but it's a very funny skit, and people were using that audio over them clipping their dog's nails while they were asleep.
Oh, okay.
It's
Gotcha.
pretty good. It's pretty good.
Was that a trend?
Clipping the nails while they're
No,
asleep?
the Midnight Barber. Was good too?
It was a trend. People use the audio for a bunch of different stuff, but I think it's a
Really?
very isolated audio.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just feel like there's so many trends that I don't
Can't
see.
keep up. I know. I am only well versed in the dog stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. That's obviously my area of
Sure.
expertise.
Sure. Did you see I don't know if you're going to show this to me, but did you see the pug screaming? The nail trim? It was viral.
I have, and I didn't include it because I was concerned for the little guy.
I know.
Like some of that stuff,
Bye.
Bye, Lucille.
She goes.
She's migrating.
She said something about, damn it, I should have thought of the joke first.
Oh, wow. That was
good
some
joke.
motion.
It was funny.
Some motion.
No, she said something about meeting a guy about a suitcase and a trunk. I don't know. Something about that. You heard it.
I did.
How was that joke?
Yeah, was it?
Decent?
Yeah.
Took me a second. And I apologize for the wait. But the payoff was great.
It was.
And the payoff, yeah. Okay,
Lucy,
so
where do you think you're going? Yeah, I didn't include the pug. I thought it was a little bit.
I appreciate that. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
There she goes. She just wants to stretch her legs, her gorgeous legs. That can be yours. You can own her legs and her body and all of her. If you live in Positano, if you want to go to Positano, if you've heard of Italy, you can have this dog.
I think she's just.
Yeah, she just
this
wants
is
to
where
stand
this
there.
is the preference, apparently. All right, my last nail clip hack is to threaten them with bath time.
Oh no.
You must choose, Mr. Bond. Get your nails clipped or perish in the river below. What will it be, Mr. Bond?
Oh, poor baby. It's funny. I'm not concerned about this dog.
Because there's so much love in that accent.
Yeah, totally.
So much love in that accent.
The nails aren't even that long.
No.
You can see the quick.
Yeah.
They're really short, actually. These people take good care of their dog.
I agree.
Yeah.
So what would you say to all these people in general that are like, they're like really concerned about their dog's nails being too long?
I would say you're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would too.
Yeah.
I
Great
would
job.
too. Less shaming about dog nails out there. I feel
yeah.
I feel like it's got to be fairly extreme to be causing problems, but I'm not an expert.
I am.
And
they're doing great.
okay. Love to hear that.
I
Love
don't
to
know
hear
what
that.
these comments have done to you.
They scar me a little
Yeah,
bit.
of course.
They really
I
do.
get
People are
that.
so passionate and I want to cater to everybody, you know?
Yeah. You just
Can't.
can't.
It's not possible.
I will create the more viral something goes, the more
Unhinged.
unhinged the comments are, because you're reaching
Goes
people who
outside.
have no idea
Yep.
who you are. So I've gotten like the cutest, sweetest video. I'm like, how on earth have I found haters for this?
Yeah, it goes outside
Dogs
of,
shouldn't be that small
or that big
or that big or whatever.
or that color.
You know, it's just people that are lonely, and all it does is show their own unhappiness.
Yeah.
Like if you're leaving unhinged, upsetting comments or your opinions that are very, I mean, you probably mean well, maybe, but also you're like not a happy person.
Yeah, it's very tough to determine when there's action that needs to be taken. Thankfully, a lot of the platforms you can edit posts, you can add disclaimers, you know, and we get the luxury of, you know, being in contact with the owners, and that's who we generally trust in these situations.
Yeah,
It's like,
totally.
Hey, you know, got to take their word for the happiness and comfort of their dog most of the time.
Are your DMs just insane?
Yeah.
How
We
many
get, like-
DMs do you get?
So it peaked, I want to say it peaked in 2017, 2018
Yeah.
on Twitter and Instagram, and it was 1,500 a day
Okay.
of dog submissions.
Wow.
And now we funnel them through our portal. You can submit your dog and get a rating on a little Pokemon card within minutes. Within minutes.
How'd you set that up?
Well, when you submit your dog, you give us the information, then we queue on that information. So if your dog is a large dog that's 7+, we call him a senior.
Okay, gotcha.
If you say the words rescue, adopted, whatever in what you tell us about them, we give you a rescue badge. And some of it's automated, like randomized, like the actual rating. And we do like a would pet equivalent. Like we have thousands of those little phrases that we put on there.
Yeah.
If you say your dog is passed, we give them a rainbow background.
Aww.
But yeah, so that's how we like control people that want to get their dog rated. And then in the back end here, this is crazy, but it's where we put all of our dogs. What do you want to look at? What dog?
Unhinged Chihuahuas.
I have a tag that's reaction images, and I'm just going to find that real quick because that's where I put all of my unhinged photos. Here's Pitbull into water.
Oh my God.
That's one of my favorite photos of all
That's
time.
really good.
Let's see if there's any Chihuahuas in here. That's Chihuahua adjacent.
Oh, I love it.
He's playing basketball.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So this is our database.
That's amazing. Holy cannoli.
I don't know how we got started on this.
I was just asking you questions. Bye, Lucille. She said something about going to the Morongo casino.
Oh, okay. Okay, this is perhaps the most entertaining grooming related thing I could find, but it is arguably the most unethical. Okay, so strap in.
Okay.
This is a zoo in China that couldn't get their hands on actual pandas, so they painted Chows.
Really?
They did, to resemble them. Here they are.
This is at a zoo? They thought they would fool people?
There's no way. But this is a quote from an article about it. Visitors at the Shanwei Zoo realized they were being bamboozled when the so-called pandas began panting and barking. That is when you realize, after this had to bark for you to understand that wasn't a panda.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is,
Wild. Once the videos went viral of people attending this, they admitted to it, and now there's a sign outside of their enclosure that says, "We are called Panda Dogs. A pet dog that looks like a panda, dyed and dressed up, Chows. We are gentle, smart, friendly, cute, and adorable. The paint is pet safe, and the dogs are well taken care of." But
That's ridiculous.
that's ridiculous.
They thought they would just scam everyone. Come see live pandas.
And then you get hit with this guy.
Yeah. Just a little chow.
Yeah.
A little dyed chow. That's insane. That's so embarrassing for them.
Mm-hmm. For not the Chows.
No,
but
for the
zoo.
humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stoopy Dum Dum.
Do you ever see grooming art?
Stoopy Dum Dum is my new favorite.
Yeah. As of right now or before
No,
the podcast?
I went to my friend's house this weekend and she showed me this video of a person that said Stoopy Dum Dum, and then we said it all weekend. Stoopy Dum Dum. Isn't it the best? You guys could use it. Stoopy Dum Dum.
Yeah, you guys.
Isn't
have
it
permission.
fun? Those people are Stoopy Dum Dum.
I agree.
Yeah. Lucille, are you okay? Good girl. She can't hear me. She can feel me. I just keep remembering she can't hear me. Okay, what was your question?
Yeah. Have you, because I've seen like, I don't know, dogs groomed into geometric shapes. I've seen certain dyes. What is your take on all those things?
So dyes are completely safe for
Yeah.
dogs. They're made for dogs.
Mhm.
Consider it like conditioner with pigments in it. So it's almost like the dog
Okay.
is getting conditioned. The dog has no idea it's getting dyed. And a lot of people are really concerned, like dogs aren't toys, and there's so many negative comments. But truthfully, groomers see much worse things than that. We see teeth that need cleaning,
Yeah, I'm
like
sure.
rotting teeth. That's something people should be upset about, but you don't see it. You know, we also see nails growing into the pads. We see super pelted, matted dogs, ear infections. Like we see so many things that people should be upset about, and then they get upset about dogs getting their hair colored. Dogs can't feel their hair getting colored, but they do get a lot of attention and affection, and people like, you know, it's exciting. The energy of the people around them changes. So I'm completely all for it. And they're pet safe dyes.
Yeah, there totally is.
Yeah.
There totally is.
I think it's amazing and wonderful. And I have very good friends that do hair coloring in the industry, and they're amazing.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
They're artists.
Thrilled to hear that.
True artists. Yeah.
All right. Jess, we always finish our show with the question of whether the dogs were good again this week.
Yes.
Was that your answer?
Yes. I'm sorry. Woo!
That is great. Thank you, Jess, so much
Thank
for
you.
being on.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you. If
I've
you're
trained them all to clap.
Yeah, I know. That was good. Over the course of one episode, you
Yes.
accomplished that.
Yes.
And a reminder that Lucille here is Adoptable from Real Good Rescue in LA. Adoption fee sponsored by Kirsten. Go get her. Go get her. She's ready to be on your couch or in your lap for sure. Also, Real Good Rescue is the same rescue of our episode 1 special guest, Hannah Banana. Still has not gotten adopted. So if you're interested in a medium-sized pit mix, go get her, okay? Watch the full episode. She's incredible. We're astonished that she hasn't been adopted. Our episodes 2 through 8 dogs have been adopted, and we'll hopefully have some pup dates for you next week, maybe even on Lucille status.
I will plug myself now. You could find me everywhere at Jess Rona Grooming. Check out my online courses on jessronagrooming.com and stay tuned for my new product line launching.
What?
At the end of the year. Thank you. It's a beauty brand for every dog.
Oh, okay. I love that.
I've not revealed the name yet, but
Okay.
soon follow me and you'll find out.
Any comedic updates? Any
Just,
you're
I'm
pursuing
trying
there?
some new fun things on my social media
Okay.
where I play a dog therapist.
Did I see, did you get Jake? Was it Jake?
Jake Johnson?
Jake Johnson on
Yeah.
there? I think I saw it.
I did a web series called For the Love of Dog,
Oh.
and I just called in every favor. We shot it during the pandemic, but Jake's an
That's
old
very
friend.
cool. If you're watching this, please like the episode, subscribe to us on YouTube. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, add us to your playlist, and we will see you next week with another Adoptable special guest.
Oh, that looks like a good dog. That's a good dog. Yeah, that looks like a good dog. A very good dog. Hey, that looks like a very good dog. Dog, is that your dog? If not, is there a way I can adopt? Because I get along